Hey guys, Harry here from the Art Gear Guy. Thank you very much for joining me today. Stick around to the end of this video because I will be giving away some of these pens. So stick around, and I'll have the details up for you. If you've entered into any of the giveaways that I've done in the past, it's pretty much exactly the same. Anyway, as you can see, I have a review of Spectrum Noir's Tri-Blend brush markers. Okay, so let me kind of like just lay out the timeline, so to speak, for Spectrum Noir products. So right when I very first got started, Spectrum Noir supported me unbelievably well. They had sent out a lot of their products to me. The first product that they'd sent out really was their pencils, the Aqua Blend and the Color Blend. But then they came out with their Illustrator markers. Their Illustrator marker had a brush tip and a bullet tip at the end, so it was quite unique. A lot of people have wanted that type of combination because a lot of people don't use the chisel nibs. And then they came out with their graphic markers. So their Illustrator marker was like this. This is the old version of the Illustrator marker. And I'll explain the difference between the old and the new in a second. And I'll have some comparisons as well. And then they came out with what they call their graphic marker, which is this one here, which is grey. And it's just got like a bullet tip on the end. I've reviewed both these pens. If you want to go across and take a look at those reviews, I'll have some links down below. Both gorgeous pens. The big problem with the Illustrator when it first came out was that the nib, the brush part, wherever they were getting the brush from, it frayed at the end. So when you first got the pen, it was really beautiful, pointed, sharp. But then it started to fray at the end. So Spectrum Noir then changed that up, and they came out with a new updated version of the Illustrator. The writing on the, I mean, it's exactly the same type of barrel and all the rest of it. It's just the brush tip is much higher quality. It's the same soft type nib. It's very soft and very flexible. The ink flow from it is just superb. In fact, actually at times it might be a little bit too much, but it is a beautiful pen all in all. And like I say, this new updated version of the brush tip is superb. And again, with a lot of Spectrum Noir products, the pricing for these pens is just mind blowing. Given the quality and given the ink, and you can get refills for these now. Way back when I done my review of the Illustrator, you couldn't get refills, but you can get them now. So this makes the Illustrator an all-round beautiful pen, and the color range for this particular marker is gorgeous, as is with the graphic. And then obviously they brought out as well their classic, which is this black barrel pen. It's a little bit like the graphic in terms of the in terms of the bullet tip, and it also has a chisel tip on the end here as well. I've used the Illustrator, the graphic, and now these classic, and obviously as well they have an Aqua Blend marker, which is again beautiful. It has a brush tip, and again they have updated the quality of the brush tip on the Aqua Blend. I haven't personally tried the new Aqua Blends, but I can tell you that I've reviewed the old Aqua Blend, and the color is just gorgeous with them. Beautiful pens. These classic pens can write on glass and all sorts of things. So I'll probably do a review of these pens at a later date, just to show you and highlight where they go. Now, also, they brought out another set of tri-blend markers a while ago, but they had just the bullet tip. And again, I reviewed those. I'll have the links of all my previous Spectrum Noir reviews down below. But now they've they've come out with this set of Tri-Blend. And they've got the brush tips that are in the new Illustrator. So really, really nice brush tips, and an all-round excellent pen. Now, they've sent me 3 boxes here, which there's 9 colours in each box. So although there's only 3 pens in here, you've got a total of 9 colours. So in this first one here, we have the Coral Blend, the True Blue Blend, and the Gold Yellow Blend. This next one, I have a Purple Blend, Light Green Blend, and a Bright Pink Blend. And the final one is Fair Skin Blend, Pale Pink Blend, and Tan Blend. Now, I've done like a swatch of the colours, which you'll see popping up on the screen now. And you can see the various colours that you get in each pen. Okay, so let's take a look at the pens. Now, the barrel is kind of like this this dark grey. It's really nice. Along one side of it's kind of like a hexagonal barrel. Along one side it says Tri-Blend by Spectrum Noir. Brush, just to let you know that it is the brush version and not the other bullet tip version. Then it tells you that it is the Pale Pink Blend, and it tells you here like PP1, PP4, and PP6. So that is the color combinations, the 3 color combinations that are inside these pens. Because if you have, say, like the Illustrator, if you've got like the full range of the Illustrator, you might have these colors already in that set. And if you do, then you might be able to add to your gradient with some of those other colors that might slip in between these Pale Pink 1, Pale Pink 4, and Pale Pink 6. On the opposite side, we have clear indications of where the light tip is, the mid tip, and the dark tip. And again, it lets you know that this is Pale Pink 4, Pale Pink 1, or Pale Pink 6. So very clear indications there. Again, on the end of the barrel here, on the light side, it says Pale Pink Blend, and on the darker side, it says Pale Pink Blend. So when you uncap these pens, so you've got your light, your mid, and then your dark. So your dark and your mid-tones are kind of like on the same barrel. And then you've got your light here, which is really nice because you can take it all apart, and when you're blending, sometimes depending on the paper that you're using, speed is of the essence when you're trying to create a blend. You want to be able to blend when the ink is still not quite settled on the paper and allows you to move around. But again, that depends very much on the type of paper that you're using. So I wanted to create some sort of artwork with these pens, and I wanted to do something Halloween based as it's October. But I didn't have the full range. Now the full range, by the way, is a 72 color count, which means that it's 24 pens, which equates to 72 individual tones and colors and that type of thing. It comes in a box of 24 for all the prices, for because you can buy individual pens as well. But for a list of the exact sets that you can get and the prices and all the rest of it, I'll have all of that written down over on the Art Gear Guide if you want to go across and read the written review, which sometimes is a little bit more detailed than what I do on these video reviews. I wanted to do some artwork, and I didn't have the colours in this particular range that I needed to create the images that I wanted. I was looking through lots of different Halloween type images and couldn't find anything that I could just do with these colours. So what I did was I used some of my Illustrator markers and some of my Spectrum Noir graphic markers, and I thought to myself, well, what that will do is, in the speed drawing, that will show other people who are perhaps interested in getting these pens how well, or not, whatever the case may be, that these pens all work together. And as it turned out in my drawing, and hopefully you'll be able to tell that, they all work seamlessly well together. Okay, although they're different pens and what have you, they are from the same family. They're all from the Spectrum Noir family, and they all work beautifully together. And if you are fortunate enough to have like the full range of the Illustrator range, which I don't, I only have a few of the new Illustrator pens. I've got the full range of the old Illustrator pens, but they're all kind of like run out now, and the nibs on them have frayed really quite badly because what do you call it? I used them so much. So I only have 10 of the new Illustrator markers, and but I used those 10 new Illustrator colors. I used a few colors from the graphic range as well to create this Halloween drawing. So you'll be able to watch that over in the speed drawing, or again, go across to the still pages. I'll have links down below, and you can go across and take a little look at the artwork come to life, where I've taken images of the artwork at various stages. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how these pens are supposed to work and the whole premise behind them. Okay, so the first three pens, now, like I say, I'm going to be giving away this set here. Okay, so somebody's going to be lucky enough to get all of these colors, which I'll announce. I'll explain what you have to do at the end of the video to get hold of these pens. But Spectrum Noir see what happened was they sent out a set of these for me to try, and then they sent out another set, and I think it was a bit of a mistake, but I contacted them and let them know, and I asked them if I could use them as a giveaway, and they said, yeah, that's a great idea. So that's what I'm going to do. So the first three pens that I have is from this set here, which is the Natural Tones. So in the Natural Tones, we have the Fair Skin, the Pale Pink, and the Tan blends. So that's in the Natural Tones set. So first things first, what I like to do whenever I'm blending any colors. Oh, okay. I'll try and zoom in a little bit here. Okay, what I like to do whenever I'm doing blends is, and there's no, lots of people have lots of different ways in which to do this, but I lay down a light color and then work in the other colors from there. You'll see what I mean in a second. So first of all, we have the light. Now this is the tan blend. So we have the light, then we have the mid, and you need to work that in, and then the dark. If you can see here what I'm doing, I'm kind of like, I'm working in and I'm feathering up a little bit once I hit the other color. And the same the opposite direction. And then I come back this way, again feathering in to the lighter color. And then feathering out. Now that's a nice blend. What I would say is that between the light and the mid, there's quite a jump. So it can be a little bit difficult. They're not all like that. A few colors, sometimes the jump is quite big from the light to the mid-tone, or sometimes the mid-tone to the dark. So that's one there. The pale pinks. So again, we'll start off here with the light tone. So hopefully you'll be able to see that, because it is really nice and light. But you can see there I'm flicking off, and then I'm coming back in with the mid-tone. And then I come back in again with the light. And then the dark tone. And the way they have these pens is really simple and intuitive. Whenever you're lifting the lids off and you're using your blends, everything's there. It's so quick and easy to get to. And like I said earlier on, there's sometimes the jumps are a little big, and so you've got to do a little bit of work. Oh, you've got to do a little.
I don't know that.
Thank you, Alexa. Sometimes you've got to do a little bit of work to get the blends to work seamlessly. And there you go, there's the pink. And then the other one here in this set is the Fair Skin blend. Now this one might be a little bit tricky to see. So we got the light, the mid, back in with the light, and then the dark. And there you go. So you can see with this blend, the jumps aren't as big from the mid to the light to the dark. So it's much more seamless. It didn't take me as much work to create those blends. The next one that I have here is the Cottage Garden. So that's this one here. And in the Cottage Garden, we have the light green blend, the purple blend, and the bright pink blend. So we'll start off here with the light green blend. The thing is, these pens aren't obviously going to appeal to everybody, but if there's any artists out there that are looking to get into alcohol markers or crafting, or mixed media, these pens are really a must in terms of helping you understand how to blend with alcohol markers, because it's such a simple system to use, and it helps you understand the difference between your lights, your darks, and your mid-tones, and how important they are, and all the rest of it. But it's all in one pen, so you're not skirmishing around looking for different colours that are going to match up and all the rest of it from the same colour family. Spectrum Noir have done all that for you, and they've put them in. So that's the light green. The next one here is the purple blend. Now, so we'll go in with a light. Come in with the mid-tone. So you can see, again, they're quite a big jump. and then the dark tone. So between here, the mid and the dark tone were fine, but the light tone, they're a little bit difficult to try and blend in with the mid tone. And then finally here we've got the bright pinks. So, I mean, another way of doing this is if you just go all the way along with your light, but sometimes, you know, you're wasting a lot of ink doing it this way. Come in midway with your mid-tone, and then again come back with your light, and then back in with your dark tone. And then finally we have this one here, which is the Summer Sun blend, and that comprises of the True Blue blend, Gold Yellow blend, and the Coral blend. So we'll start off with this True Blue blend. So start off with the light blue. So the reason why I do it like this feathering up here at the end is putting a really light application of that colour down. And again, coming back in with the mid-tone, it gives me a little bit of room to work with, to create the blend. Because when you come in with a lighter colour in any alcohol marker into a darker colour, it kind of it saps out a little bit of the darker colour, because of the alcohol in the marker, and so it can be a little bit hard to work. So you can see here with this blue, I'm working it a little bit too much because the jump between the light and the mid, and then we come in here with this dark blue, and then back in again with the mid. I want to try and get that blend between the light and the mid better. So you can see there, I had to work that a little bit harder there. The next one is the Coral blend. So come in with the light. Come back in with the mid. See, this jump isn't too bad, but reds are notoriously difficult to blend. See, that's quite a nice blend there, and then in with the dark, so a little bit of a jump here. Hopefully this mid-tone will. And you see, I'm working on marker paper here, like a Bristol smooth paper, which is allowing the ink to sit on the top and give me a little bit of time to work the ink in. So there's the Coral blend, and then finally this gold yellow blend. So start off with the light. Come back in with the mid. Work that in a little bit with the light. And then come in with the dark. And that's a really nice blend, that color. Like I say, unfortunately, I don't have the full 72 set to show you, but I will have all the colors over on the written review of the Art Gear Guide. You can go across and at least take a look at them. And that's it. So that one there is the Summer Sun blend. Really nice colors. And, you know, let's not forget here, they're all individual colors in their own right. So with these 3 sets, you get 9 colors in each, and yes, they're there to help you blend and help you understand, you know, your lights, your midtones, and your darks, and how they work together and how they fuse in together. They're an excellent tool for people wanting to get into alcohol markers. Yeah, blending alcohol markers can be a little bit difficult, especially, you know, when it's left down to you to try and find the correct color families to work in together. But Spectrum Noir have done all this here for you with this type of pen. And if this brush pen isn't to your liking, like I say, they also have the same concept in a different pen, which has got the same type of nib as these graphic markers here, which is like a bullet tip. So you can just see there the bullet tip of the graphic nib. Don't forget, all the other pens that I showed you at the beginning of this review, I have reviewed individually. You can go across and take a little look at them. The artwork that I did, I did it with the tri-blend brush markers. Try saying that real fast. A couple of Illustrator markers and a couple of graphic markers. I went in a little bit with some color pencil afterwards, but unfortunately I've run out completely of the Spectrum Noir color blend pencils. Otherwise I would have used those and kept it all Spectrum Noir for that artwork, but unfortunately I just didn't have any of those pencils left. And like I said, I only had this select color of the tri-blend markers and only a few of the Illustrator markers left as well. But I thoroughly enjoyed using these pens. I think the new brush tip that they've got in these Illustrator markers is just perfect. And if you are looking for a brush tip marker, I've done a few reviews on different types of pens and stuff like that. There are a few excellent brush tip markers out there on the market that are very, very close, if not exactly the same as the Japanese counterpart pens. But these Illustrator markers are right up there at the top with them. Given that they have the bullet tip, the fine tip, and the brush tip, and a lot of marker artists love that combination. And I think at the beginning it was just the quality of that brush tip that was putting a lot of people off, but Spectrum Noir have gone out and addressed that, and there's nothing to not like about these pens. Anyway, I just wanted to show you these pens. And if you would like to win these pens for yourself, all you've got to do is leave a comment in the section below. Doesn't matter what it is, just any old comment at all. It's just so that the software can pick you out at random. I'll announce the giveaway at the end of October. So a little bit short, only about 2 weeks that this will be up and running for, because I'm hoping to do another giveaway just before Christmas. But for now, so I'll do this one. I'll announce the winner just after, or just toward the end of October, beginning of November. And as with all my giveaways, it doesn't matter where in the world you are, so long as you've got a postman or post cat or post dog, whatever it is that delivers mail to your house, if you have it, I will get it to you. So anyway, thanks very much for watching this review. Don't forget, you can go across, watch the speed drawing of the Halloween thing that I've done. You can also go across and take a look at some of the still images that I've taken, or go across to the written review, which is where I will have all the links to the different sets that are available. And like I said, all the pens that I've spoke about, the links for that will be down. The links for those reviews will also be down below in the description box. If you've got any questions, by all means, just leave them in the comment section. If I've skipped over something, missed something out that you might want to know about them, by all means, let me know. But all in all, fantastic pens, excellent concept, and Spectrum Noir have done it again. An absolutely outstanding company in terms of releasing really nice quality products at really affordable prices again. And there's so many companies now that are coming out and trying to do this, making art much more accessible to many more people. And especially with the mental health awareness that art is able to facilitate people with, it's just amazing. And Spectrum Noir are absolutely one of those companies. So I take my hat off to them. Thanks very much, guys. Look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye.